Hello, 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 and welcome. My name is Paula, Digital Granny. I'm here to walk you through what I actually do. I work from home, I work from my phone, and I love what I do as a stay at home mom. I am a homeschooling mama, and I'm going to take you through everything from beginning to end today. If you are new to me, do me a favor and let me know that you're new. Drop in your name, drop in like where you're from, kind of just so I can say hi. It is nice to meet new people. And if you if you don't know what this is, I will walk you through this. I do it all the time, every day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you want to check my current schedule, just go to the homepage, go look under my profile, and I will leave that schedule there so that in case this changes in the future. So right now, let's get started, okay? Because this is the deep dive. And I show you inside behind the scenes of everything so that you can decide whether this is something that you would want to do or not. Okay. I'm going to show you this first. This is a quick thing that you can actually screenshot. It is an income disclaimer because I'm going to share my own testimonial. I'm going to share some other people's testimonials. This doesn't mean that we're not promising or guaranteeing anything because we can't. That is impossible. It would be just like going to a gym and saying, how quickly can I lose the weight? Nobody can tell you that because it's not something we can tell you. That would be not cool. All right. So, I am a mama of 5. I have 3 homeschoolers, 2 adults, and these are a few of my favorite things. You can look at this while I'm telling you my quick story. November the 8th, 2022, I suffered a mini stroke and my husband never showed up. There was no text, there was no phone calls, it was crickets. I didn't know he was away on a work trip, and those work trips were not work trips. So that made me a single mom overnight. And I went from 3K income, household income, to 0. And there was no help and no support after that. Yeah. So I started doing the dash because I knew it was real. It was legit. It was something I could do with kids as a homeschooling mom. I started to do that. And then the day came where I actually lost my truck and my JOB in the same day. Um, Sometimes I apologize if I'm spelling words out because I do go live on another platform, and there's certain things that kind of you get in trouble for. This one is so much more lenient. So sometimes if you're wondering why I'm spelling words, that's why. Uh, okay, so I had been praying before, asking God, please give me something I can do. Please give me something that I can do from my home, from with my kids, like from home, but with my kids. I got something so much better because this is actually something you can do from your phone anywhere in the entire world. I am not stuck to this desk. I'm not stuck to a headset. I get on here and I share this with you and I walk you through this. These are a few of my favorite things. Okay. 100% profit, because when you promote these, we're in the e-learning industry. It's educational. This program literally like saved my kids and I. I cannot tell you how much I needed this. If you're looking for something real, something legit, something that works that you can do from home, from your phone, then this might be something of interest to you. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through this all. These are some of my favorite things, 1 to 9 plus day, because there have been numerous days when I've had 2 customers in one day. That makes it an $1,800 day. 2-hour workday. That's something that you master in the beginning. You won't even know where you're going. So you have got to give yourself some mercy and some grace. There is no cold calling. It's not MLM. There's no degree. There's no experience. We use what is called attraction marketing, and we create content. We create that content. We post that content. And I'm going to walk you through what is that 2-hour workday right now. As you can see, 1 hour is creating 3 pieces of content. Okay. So 3 pieces of content. This is not rocket science, guys. This is not. This is the most beginner friendly way to actually make money online by following a step by step beginner process. Anybody can do what I do. I just followed the beginning, like the process, the program as a beginner, not knowing the words, not knowing anything. Some people in this space will say digital marketing. I don't, because I didn't know what that was in the beginning. Okay. So I use business in a box. Because it is a business in a box. Are we in the digital marketing sector? We learn digital marketing skills. Yes. We are promoting our own stuff. So we take those skills and then we resell these programs. That is one way to use the programs. If you have a business, you could actually take what you learn inside of those programs and apply that to your business. You could do both if you wanted to. You could have like the do the posting on the side, have your own business, use the skills that you learn in this, build a little side hustle like a little nest egg that can fund that main thing. If you're coming up short on funds for that main thing that you're doing, then this might be the answer for that too, because you'll learn some marketing skills and you'll be able to create yourself an income if you follow this step by step. Okay. So, half hour posting free ads. Yes, we post free ads. What are free ads? Basically, all that is we have 200 high traffic websites that you can go to, and you'll be able to access those when you get in our program. And you get an example of what like an ad would be. And you're just going to copy that. You're just going to make it your own words. And then you're going to go and you're going to copy and paste that. That is what a free ad is. And then the last half hour of your 2-hour workday is just responding to comments or responding to emails. It's not complicated. The thing that you're really going to have to focus on is just creating the content. So that is the focus. It is crazy to me that by making content and sharing that content, I have been making money online for almost a year. Next month, I'm closing in on a year of doing this, and I love what I do, and I love that I can help other people do the same thing. It's creating content. Like it's not hard. I mean, learning the skills to create the content is a journey. And when I look back to the beginning stuff, I was like, "Oh wow, I didn't know what I was doing." Nobody knows what they're doing when they start something new. But it has literally saved us. When I was doing the dash, we were aiming for, now let me get my whiteboard out because I like you to see this. My kids are down the hallway yelling at each other. Jacob Paul. So when I was doing the dash, quiet, please. When I was doing the dash, this is what we were aiming for. Okay. And you tell me, can you survive off of that? Because as a mom of four, I had 4 kids in the house. I have 5. But as a mom with 4 children in the house, this wasn't cutting it. And this worked out to about 15, 16. I think we worked it out to about, I think it was 15 an hour. Okay. This just covered the rent and the gas. That was it. That was it. And I was struggling. So this is significant to me because I just celebrated the best week that I had. I had 4 customers of our number 1 selling program. I'm gonna walk you through all this stuff, but 9 times 4, right? I just celebrated that. That is my best week. And what do? I create content. I go live. This is not rocket science. You can do what I do. You don't need a degree. There were so many hiccups when I was looking for work from home, and I didn't even know this was something you could do. So this is significant because I was doing that in a month, suffering and just focused on hitting that so I could actually just keep the roof over our heads. Now, in 1 week, it was actually 4 days. But I'll say a week because, a week. In a week, this is double what I was doing over there. Okay. Just so that you can see. There is, when you're promoting high price point digital programs, there is so much. It's so much better. You don't need as many customers. Like I've never sold Tupperware. I've never sold makeup. I've never sold, what else do people do? Spices, or I've never done any of that stuff. I've been pretty much, I was self-employed my whole life until that November, the year before I closed a store, and I was working on my nonprofit. So that's what I was doing. And when I had the mini stroke, I didn't know what was going on. I thought his work trips were really work trips, and they weren't. So I'm not bitter. I just like people to know that, I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to struggle, and I know what it's like to actually come through that, and you can make it through the other side. Okay. So let me hide that 2 hours. And these are the programs, but wait, we'll come back to that. So let me screen share. Let me show you what happens if you wanted to get more information. I'm going to share my screen with you. And okay. So as you can see, when you go to Granny's, this is what happens. This is what you see. When you go to Granny's, it looks like this, okay? So this is what we call a landing page. It is also called a capture page. I like to call it a landing page because I think when you say capture page, I like, what do you mean? You're going to take my email and I'm never going to get rid of you? That's not like how it is, okay? So this is an automated system, which is why we have a capture page or a landing page. Yes, you can opt out at any time. We're not holding you captive. This is how I got my very first sale, okay? Because he saw one of my videos. He went to my automated system, which I call my landing page, right? Because this does all the heavy lifting. What happens is when you put your details in there, this comes up automatically. She's the founder. Okay. She answers a whole bunch of questions, probably 90% of your questions. And if you don't want to watch the whole video, you don't have to. If you want to, you can. And then you just go on the pink button. This is my actual website, which is different. Okay. So this has all the information. So the guy that first purchased from me, that I never got on a phone call with, that I never got a text from, that I never talked to at all, because of having this like automated system, he was actually able to purchase the program at 4:30 in the morning, 4:30. So you can see all this. You can become a licensed reseller if you like. And there's testimonials from people all over the world because this is global. Then you'll see me, then you'll see my children a little younger, and you can go through all of this, and then you'll see the options. Okay. So legacy is at the top as well. And you'll see if you scroll even more down, there's all the information here to make an informed decision. Okay. So I walk you through all this stuff. Now, I'm going to take you and show you, this is the community that you get to be a part of. So it's called Digital Growth Community. And let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see it better on your end. Okay. There are 52,000 people, as you can see here. And there's community, there's classroom. So this is a business in a box. If you're looking for a way to make money online, if you're looking for a way to work from home or work from your phone, then this is what I've been doing for almost a year. I just celebrated my best week. As I said to you, I have seen multiple days where I've made multiple sales of that number one selling program, which is the 9. Okay, the 900. These are some of the wins. You get mentored by, if you come in on this program, let me just show you the programs. So I only promote 4 programs, as you can see: Legacy, Digital Mastery, Daily Pay, and Launch. I don't even promote the launch, which is why it's crossed out. I don't want you to purchase a program and you're going to have one program on your website. I don't want that. So there is a one-time $39 website fee. If you choose to upgrade, you can absolutely do that. You can go from the 3 to the 9, 1 to the 6, whatever you want to do. You have to do that within 29 days. Write down 29 days. I'm actually giving it's 30, but I don't want you to come to me on day 30 and go, "Oh man, I forgot." So that I can say, "Oh, it's okay." Because after 30 days, you'd have to pay full price. Now, each one of these are going to teach you marketing skills. That's what you're actually learning. You are learning marketing skills. Okay. So if you choose to start at the 9, then you get all 4. It's not purchasing 4 different things. Now, in saying this, I also like to say, you as a beginner, just looking to make money online, you're just going to resell these programs. We are in the e-learning industry. It's educational programs, but there is much more to it than that if you want there to be. I learned, in the very first one, how to make my own community. So I have my own community. I monetize that community, and I give you access to my community. When you purchase a program from me, I give you access for 1 month. Okay. 1 month free access. Fly, buzz off. Also, so in the Legacy 2.0, you learn about how to make your own community. In the Mastery, you can learn about affiliate marketing the smart way, which is something that I did. I took 2 affiliates, dropped them into my description. You can see them on all my videos here because when I go to upload a video, boom, they're there. So you don't have to worry about any of that. I didn't even do that until this year. Last year, all I did was promote the programs. That was it. I didn't know that I could do other stuff until this year because when you're learning and you're surrounding yourself with people that are actually making money, people that actually have been there, then you're like, oh, wow. How do you do that? How do you do this? I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do and I love who it's for. So let me take this back off. And these are some of the wins in our community. Okay, so let me scroll down. 900 sales in 7 days. Do the math on that. Do the math on that. What did he say? He got 7 of our number one selling program. 2 hours a day, 7 days. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? That is crazy. Right around 380 and 16. Everybody is different, okay? But this is the possibility. Everybody is different. This is awesome. I'm so happy for her. She just totally paid off her house, which is crazy. 4,200 as a stay-at-home mom. She just celebrated her biggest week ever, which is awesome. She started 6 months ago. Awesome, awesome, awesome. First sale. They got their first sale. This is me. So every now and then I'll share. I don't share all the time. But that's two of the 900 in under 12 hours. So I just 2,000 before lunch. Look at that. These are wins. So wins can be financial, spiritual, physical, whatever you deem to be a win. These are just examples and we could just keep going. Okay. That is our number one selling program. My very first customer I told you was Sleepy Money and he purchased at 4:30 in the morning. Now not only that, but my first 5 customers were the 900 and then the 6th switched and then the 7th was 9, the 8th was 900. It is crazy to me. That is my experience. That is actually what I've sold the most of. Probably 90, if not 95% of my sales are that. So you could just keep going through. She probably had 3 sales because that would have been a 9, a 9, and a 1. Okay. It is crazy that we could actually do this. Oh, there's more of my stuff. Okay. So my community, this is my community. And this is what I learned because of the program. So I actually give you access to this. This is like a bonus for you because when you purchase one of the programs, you are inside the main community, which has 52,000 of us, and you get your program and you get access to that. But you get extra help. Okay. When you come with me, when you purchase from me, you're not coming with me. When you purchase from me, because it is your business, you're starting your own business, but I give you access to my private paid community, which is small, but that is a good thing for you because I get to soak into you and I do mentoring every single Thursday. Okay. There is actually anybody can be in this community. Anybody, there's 7-day, you don't have to purchase a program from me because actually this is more based on small businesses, showing and teaching them that they can do it themselves. Okay. That's what my focus is. But I also help people that purchase from me by doing that mentoring every Thursday. Okay. So those are some of my little classes or courses, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. But yes, that is that. And I also give you an opportunity to create an income from my community because you get a 40% referral fee if you decide to stay in my community. Okay. So let's stop screen sharing that and get back to here. So that is a walkthrough, a quick little walkthrough of this program. There is a mama in here who was working full-time and part-time. She actually was able to quit both of those. And I'm so it gives us hope when we hear about other people. As a single income home, I went from doing the dash to actually being at home with my kids, homeschooling my kids. I love what I do. That mama who quit the full-time and the part-time, she did it in 10 and a half weeks, 10 and a half weeks. We have people 18 to 80 plus doing this. Anybody can do this. It is simply creating content. You're creating content, posting the content, post the free ads, and then eventually, if you want to do what I do, go live, you could do what we do. A lot of us we find going live is good. Some people don't want to go live, and you don't have to go live. It's completely up to you. The framework for starting this off is exactly staying to this 2 hours, okay? That is it. That's the framework and how you start. Now, I started on TT. I'm on TT, but I absolutely love YT. So that's why I'm here, because I love YT. I get to show stuff. I love the idea of taking you behind the scenes and showing you how it works and showing you all that stuff. And on TT, I can't do that stuff. So I love YT. You choose the platform that you want to. It works on all social media platforms, and anybody can do this. So if you want to get started, you just got to go to Granny's. And if you have questions, that's where you got to go to. You go to Granny's and ask me any questions you have, and I'll gladly help you. If you are new to me and you have not smashed the subscribe button, smash the subscribe, drop me in a comment like where you're from, what's your name, and I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right now, that's my schedule: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I try to keep these under 30 minutes because I want them to be bite-sized, chewable. So if you have questions, you can join me on a live and you can ask me in a live. That's why I'm here. I want you to know that this exists, know that this is an option. It literally, if it wasn't for God bringing this thing to me, I probably would have never found it, because you can't search for it. It's real. We're in the e-learning industry and promoting programs by just creating content. This right here does all the this this right here does all the heavy lifting. This does the selling. Like, I get on here and I share, but that really does the selling. And that's how I got that first customer, because he went in there and he saw one of my videos on social media. Then he went there and he got started. Okay. So that's the breakdown of this. If you have any questions, reach out to me. If I can help you in any way, let me know. I'm always around. I appreciate everybody hanging out. And thank you. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you on Wednesday.